When I say working, I don't mean 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. A lot of the guys you're seeing over there were actually staked out at nighttime. A lot of cameras set up. We had some bad weather. A lot of the cameras didn't work with us when they're frozen. It's hard to work, and batteries quick. We had a lot of dilemma, but we stayed on it. We got a lot of good stuff. A lot of new techniques was used with this case here. But I mean, I have no doubt we've got our guy. We got the screw Bandit. This is him. You'll see his vehicle at the bottom. I want to point out that his vehicle, this F-150, one of your neighbors has an F-150 similar to this one. It's not him. Okay, it's not this one. But, yeah. Yeah, but this is, as we talked about when we looked at motive, this is going to be one of those motives. He was targeting somebody in y'all's neighborhood. He was targeting a neighbor. It's going to be a ex-spouse, marital type thing that didn't agree with family court. About 3 months ago, he acquired a vehicle that he was using, this F-150. That's why things have really picked up over the last 3 months, as he's been readily available and able to get over to Elgin from Columbia, where he lives and works at. He was arrested on his job site with the help of Richland County Sheriff's Department as well as SLED's fugitive team. And again, you know, of course, our guys were there. They were assisting us because it was outside of Kershaw's jurisdiction. And those are his first words he said, "Y'all got me." And y'all did. Y'all got him. I think the bulk of the screws he had was from his job site. We were able to locate a lot of them that matched where the scenes. And so he had a job site. Screws were readily available. He was mad. He was interviewed for a while, very, very remorseful, as most people are when they get caught. But get to the next slide there, Brock. The charges. I kind of read between the lines, and I kind of felt the climate of our last meeting, and so I'm assuming y'all wanted to charge him with the biggest charges we can get. So we did that. We coordinated with our magistrates, solicitor's office, our department attorney. Where's Jason at the back of the room here? We got into the law books. We found out what was the best charges we could possibly make. We wanted charges that wasn't going to be in magistrate court, that might be a slap on the wrist, 30-day at max. The 3 charges y'all see here, the first charge, stalking, which is going to be from the targeted victim. That's up to 10 years. Up to 10 years. Next charge, breach of peace, high and aggravated nature. Did he not breach the peace of this community for the last 3 months? Box checked. This is up to a 10-year sentence also. Malicious injury to personal property. Every victim wants their restitution. Every victim wants to be paid back. He knows it's coming. What we've done in order to get it, now if we just put a bunch of small charges and get 150 charges or something, all in magistrate court, it's still a maximum of 30 days. So we want it upstairs. We're able to combine everything together as one incident that spanned over this time period to put everybody in. So now everybody's charges together is what's going to get this malicious injury up to General Sessions level. All right, hit the next slide. Here's a form that we created just for our Elgin community for this incident. Both corners of the back, you'll see these forms. And basically these forms, we need you to fill them out if you're a victim. You've got a part where it tells the amount you've got. If you've got receipts or something, get them back to us. The guy's in jail now. He's already got 1 bond set on the stalking charge, in which if he does make bond, he'll have an ankle monitor. So he will be monitored where he's at if he does make bond on the rest of the charges. The other charges, the breach of peace that all of you are victims of, as well as the malicious injury, once we get all that tallied up, bond will be set tomorrow at 5 o'clock at the county jail. It's open to the public. Anybody wants to be there, anybody wants to talk to the judge, he'll get a bond hearing tomorrow afternoon. But between now and then, we want to get an accurate number of the total amount for this malicious injury, because you see it goes, you can go back to the previous slide, Rod. It's just a misdemeanor up to what is that, $2,000, it's a misdemeanor. We think we're above 2,000. Who in here thinks we're below 2,000? Okay, we're above 2,000. It's a matter of finding out how far above 2,000. Anywhere from 2,000 to 10,000 is up to 5 years. It's a felony, up to 5 years. If it gets above 10, it's a 10-year felony. Now, we're not telling you to try to stack anything up on it. We want to make sure we're getting accurate numbers. We want to make sure the numbers we're getting, we're able to go to court and testify that these are accurate numbers for the actual damage from these incidents. But if you'll take the time to fill out these, you can go one more time. I'm flipping you back and forth there, right? But one more time here. This form will be available at both the backs of the room. We'll email it out to the media. You'll have that on hand. We'll leave some at the Elgin Police Department. So you'll be able to get you in. There'll be some at the front desk at the police department. Or you want to email us, we'll email you a copy. But the sooner the better we can get it in, because we've got to do this other charge probably by lunchtime tomorrow. So we want to get, even if you already filed an incident report, we need this form, because this is what we're going to hang in on. All right, next slide. We are better when we work together. This was a major case, placed significant stress on our community and our deputies. Is that a fair statement? The stress it put on everybody in this room here. Engaging our citizens proved absolutely beneficial. Our meeting last week, some people might have felt that it was beneficial, didn't think we got anywhere with it, but you guys and your tips after the meeting was what helped us put this thing together. And this case is a perfect example of how crimes can be solved through community involvement. So again, big bold letters at the top, thank you. Thank you. We had the meeting because I knew we needed you, and y'all came through. So I definitely want to thank you. We're going to do our part, making sure we get all the charges we can on this guy to try to get y'all the justice y'all deserve. All right, next slide. Here's some of the partners that helped us out with this, because we did not do it alone. And you'll see at the very top of the list, the Elgin community. You guys. Y'all were first on the list for a reason. Town of Elgin, our Elgin mayor, Melissa Emmons, is here with us tonight. Elgin Police Department, see these guys in the back here. Councilman Derek Shoemake and Jimmy Jones. Jimmy couldn't make it tonight. Something came up at the last minute, but Derek's been with us since day one, and we've had plenty of phone conversations, because I'm sure y'all been blowing his phone up as much as y'all been blowing ours up, and it's good information, So he definitely wanted to ride this thing out to the end with us. We got Kershaw County Code Enforcement. They've been with us since the start with. They've had cameras mounted up also helping out. State Law Enforcement Division. I know we got one on the sled here tonight. Raise your hand there, Brian. These guys helped us out a lot. The Richland County Sheriff's Department, again, because, we were in their jurisdiction, we're going to reach out to make sure everything's proper. And when we done the search warrant on the truck, we done it in Richland County with their assistance. So they helped us out a lot. And the Fifth Circuit Solicitor's Office, they helped us out as far as making sure we got the right charges. We didn't want to short anybody on any charges, so we made sure we called for everybody. At this time, we got two people up front here that wanted to say a few words, so we're going to share the mic here. Mayor, on up here.
Mine is going to be very short and simple. First of all, I'm just going to say thank you to everybody who's here tonight. Those of you that were here a week ago and have been involved in this from the very beginning, because just like the sheriff said, it took the community working together with our local law enforcement to solve this case. Yes, they probably would have caught the guy later, but at that point, what risk would have taken place? So because of you coming forward and providing the information, I want to thank you. And then I also want to thank Councilman Derek Shoemake and Sheriff Bone, because collaboration. It took phone calls, text messages, when we realized we needed to work together. It was going to take a combined effort, and that's exactly what happened. This is not something that you see in most counties, in most states. We are very blessed in Kershaw County, and I just want to thank both of them and their departments and everyone who was involved in this. Thank you.
I don't have much I don't have much either, but I just want to thank the sheriff and his law enforcement partners. Pardon the pun, but you nailed the guy, and we appreciate it. You know, on Facebook in this community, a lot of times you'll see, almost used as a joke, somebody tag the sheriff. And we see that it actually works. You guys got on social media, you reached out to me, you reached out to the mayor, and you let everybody know this was a problem. Understand this has been going on for a while. Sometimes it takes time to put patterns together, but once those patterns came together, 3-4 months ago, we started talking to the sheriff. It ended with a community meeting. A lot of times in this thing, the sheriff couldn't say everything that he had. It was sort of the last block, so when he went public. And as you see, barely a week later, someone's in handcuffs. I also want to thank the solicitor's office because, as the sheriff said, when you arrest someone, the next step is charging them. And the solicitor's office looked at this case and built charging decisions with the sheriff's department to find ways to charge this person where he's facing serious felonies, not just misdemeanor slaps on the wrist. And so I appreciate them doing that. I won't say his name, but I personally know the prosecutor who's going to be working this case, and I can tell you he's the guy you want on this case. He's aggressive. He understands this. He lives in this community. He understands the people that have been impacted by this. So again, I just want to thank everyone that's here tonight, particularly the community, because without you guys, this wouldn't have been possible. This is an excellent example of how community policing works and why we have one of the best sheriff's departments in the state of South Carolina. So thank you guys.
All right, that's all we have. We're going to make ourselves available now. I know a lot of people's got other things they got to do. We got church tonight. The governor's supposed to be addressing the State of the Union tonight. So we know you got other places to be. We appreciate you being here. And again, the suspense from yesterday to today was because we wanted to tell you guys face to face what took place, and that you guys hear it directly from us instead of through the grapevine and get everything twisted up. So we'll definitely be around if anybody wants to talk afterwards, but we're going to go ahead and end it now. And again, thank you for coming.